Groundbreaking ceremony of two projects under master plan for President Ho Chi Minh Memorial Site in Nghệ An.
Vietnam, Japan, upgrade ties to comprehensive strategic partnership.
Agricultural export has only 1 month left to reach the finish line.
You're watching today's news on An TV. My name is Ha Zhang, your host. On the morning of November the 28th, Nghệ An Provincial People's Committee, in coordination with T&T Group, held a groundbreaking ceremony for Cultural Tourism Area Project and 9-story waterfall project at Mrs. Hoang Thị Loan's grave area belonging to President Ho Chi Minh Memorial Site, Nam Dan District, Nghệ An Province.
The project was approved by the People's Committee of Nghệ An Province with the goal of building an eco-tourism, trade and service area and promoting the value of President Ho Chi Minh's special national relic site. According to plan, the project covers 43 hectares, including parking lot, landscape trees, commercial and service area, cultural center, tourist service area, experimental area, agricultural conservation and general transportation. The groundbreaking of the two above projects has great significance and contribute to conservation, renovation and promotion of the value of President Ho Chi Minh's special national relic site. According to the plan, Phase 1 of the project will be completed on May 19, 2025 on the occasion of the 135th birthday of President Ho Chi Minh.
Within the framework of President Võ Văn Thưởng official visit to Japan, Vietnam and Japan have officially upgraded their relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership for peace and prosperity in Asia and the world.
At the press conference, the two sides discussed the future direction of Japan-Vietnam relations and agreed to upgrade relations between the two countries. Speaking at the press conference, President Võ Văn Thưởng emphasized that we agreed to jointly issue a joint declaration on upgrading the relationship between the two countries to a comprehensive strategic partnership for peace and prosperity in Asia and the world. This is an important landmark that opens a new chapter in Vietnam-Japan relations. He said the new chapter would include more substantial, comprehensive, effective and closely linked development to meet the interests of both sides and contribute to peace, stability, cooperation and development in the region and the world. The two sides also agreed on the directions of cooperative relations between Vietnam and Japan in the coming time. Accordingly, the two sides will promote cooperation in the fields of politics, economics, defense and security.
Coming up next are some updated news.
Airports Corporation of Vietnam, Joint Stock Company, ACV, approved the investment report and contractor selection plan for the automatic toll collection project applied at 5 airports including Noi Bai, Cat Bi, Da Nang, Phu Bai and Tan Son Net. After selecting a contractor and signing a contract within the year, the equipment system will be installed after 180 days. According to the plan, ACV plans to invest more than 214 billion Vietnamese dongs with capital from the Development Investment Fund to modernize and synchronize existing revenue systems at ports. This system helps reduce traffic congestion at airport entrances and exits, creating convenience for customers and improving passenger service quality.
On the morning of November 28th, Nghệ An Provincial People's Committee had a working session with Chairman of Radiant, Optoelectronics Company, Taiwan, on the proposal to research investment in Vietnam, Singapore Industrial Park. Based on surveys, Radiant Company proposed to implement the project of manufacturing optical components, light guide panels, backlight modules, assembling liquid crystal modules, with the land use scale of about 8.2 hectares and total registered investment in VCB is about 120 million United States dollars. Leader of Nghệ An Province received information about the proposed investment project of Radiant Company. At the same time, he affirmed that Nghệ An is always ready to welcome companies for investment cooperation and commits to creating the most favorable conditions for investment and business environment.
After many mediation efforts by Qatar, Egypt and the US, the Israeli government and Hamas forces agreed to extend the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip for another 2 days with some conditions on the exchange of hostages. According to the ceasefire extension agreement, Israel and Hamas agreed to extend the ceasefire for another 2 days, until the morning of November 30th. During this period, the two sides continued to exchange hostages and prisoners. Hours after the agreement, last night Hamas forces released 11 more Israeli hostages. Israeli officials also reported that 33 Palestinian prisoners were released overnight under an agreement to return hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip.
South Korea decided to raise the quota of E9 visas for unskilled foreign workers under the EPS program to 165,000 next year, the largest to be recorded since the government has allowed companies and small and medium-sized enterprises to hire non-professional foreigners since 2004. Based on the field and scale, South Korea will allocate 95,000 to the manufacturing sector, 16,000 to agriculture and livestock industry, 13,000 to the service industry, 10,000 to the fisheries industry, 6,000 to the construction sector, and 5,000 to the shipbuilding industry. The remaining 20,000 visas will be allocated to other occupations.
Agricultural exports only have 1 month left to reach the target of 54 to 55 billion USD. However, by the end of the first 10 months of 2023, many key product groups continue to decline. Meanwhile, China, our main import market, often changes and increasingly tightens import conditions.
Year-end is the peak season for food consumption in the Chinese market. At border gates, the amount of agricultural products and food products began to increase. The customs clearance situation is generally advantageous.
The authorities have created conditions for quick and convenient cargo procedures for drivers.
Many businesses importing from China are also increasingly surveying and searching for Vietnamese agricultural products.
Hopefully in the future we can import more Vietnamese products into the Chinese market.
Besides large consumption, the Chinese market also has many changes. Most recent change is the stop of importing spiny lobsters from Vietnam. Obviously, uncertainties from the import market can impact the export situation of agricultural products. There is only about 1 month left until the end of 2023. The Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development is optimistic that we will reach the target of $55 billion in export value, with the expectation of a large contribution from the Chinese market.
And now it's time to say goodbye. Hope to see you next time.